The next installment into the Fire Emblem franchise, Fortune's Weave, is at this point 100% confirmed a sequel to Three Houses. And for those that still think this game is a prequel, for whatever reason, you're just an idiot. You're a stupid person that should never be taken seriously on anything in life, and ideally you realize that after Fortune's Weave launches as a sequel to Three Houses. Honestly, this whole prequel versus sequel debate is just an IQ test. Those capable of deducing the game as a sequel are higher IQ. Those who are unsure and can't conclude are just midwits. And those who actually think the game is a prequel, they're just low IQ. So coming into this video, I want you all to answer this question honestly. What percentage chance do I give Fortune's Weave of being a sequel versus a prequel? Okay, think 3, 2, 1, time's up. Let's say you answered 80% confidence this is a sequel. Well then, congrats, you're higher IQ and almost as smart as me, which is really cool. 50-50 on it, you're a midwit, and if you think it's a prequel, you trend lower IQ. And Eango, why are you literally just re-explaining the same thing through an example? Well, the thing is, most people vocal online are insisting this game is a prequel, and my own poll shows overwhelming support for this. And while in the past bell curve theory would assume 50-50, these results for the present day are actually expected because, well, people are just getting stupider in a major way. So the actual curve is just this, so I'm sorry if my explanations in this video are slow, but I just need to make sure that everyone is on the same page throughout the video here. Now, Fortune's Weave is not only a confirmed sequel, but more significantly, Fortune's Weave has confirmed that the short omnipotent lesbian Edelgard has won the video game in the previous installment of the franchise. Recent trailers have 100% confirmed that Edelgard has won the Three Houses video game, and to explain why that is, first let's recap the relevant details of Three Houses just so we're all on the same page when I present all the later evidence. Three Houses was a game that revolved around three factions: the Kingdom, ruled by the brain-dead Dimitri, Leicester Alliance, ruled by the Beta Cuck Claude, and the Adressian Empire, ruled by the omnipotent Edelgard. However, the actual governing body of the land, like the ones calling the shots, was the Church, ruled by the evil witch Lady Rhea. The Church is so powerful because it's composed of these immortal godlike beings called Nabotians, which are literally just lizard people. And the evil witch, Lady Rhea, maintains the social order through something called the crest system. Crests are hereditary superpowers, or in retard speak, when two emblems of opposite genders have baby, there is chance baby gets superpowers from mom or dad. Those with crests are nobles, have status, and the institution of marriage revolves around this hereditary nature of crests. This just makes the crest system unfeminist and ungay because the society is built around heteronormative sexual relations, which obviously I don't have to go into why that's absolutely unacceptable. But most significantly, this crest system allows the evil witch Lady Rhea to control the lands of Faldland because the real long con is that crests are taught to be gifts from the goddess. So you basically have all these uneducated nobles roaming about like, I has quest, I love the goddess, I'm not gay, Despacito, okay, I go eat tea now. And these idiots are just easily controlled by the evil witch Lady Rhea. But that is where the omnipotent Edelgard comes in, who is just like, fuck this unimpressive, uneducated, unadvanced, unfeminist, ungay society we live in. It's time we just murder these lizard people. So Edelgard is at war with the Church, and she's also at war with Dimitri because he's just a cuck to the Church. Then she even finds herself at war with Claude, even though Claude agrees with her. He's just like, well, I do agree with you, and I am a male feminist. Unfortunately, Edelgard, you are just too based for me, and I'm scared, and where am I? So the entire Three Houses video game is a 3v1 war against the omnipotent Edelgard, and whatever route you choose to play as wins the video game. Therefore, the canon ending has just been left up in the air, until now, because in the Fortune's Weave trailer, we see the entire Faldland continent has become the Adressian Empire, which means Edelgard has officially won the video game.
Humanity stands strong, and people reach out for each other. There's no need for gods. Rhea, your reign of tyranny is over. The The time has come.
And this evidence, combined with the calendar in the game showing a future date, already should get you convinced it's a sequel, but there's still some prequel cope you can do. So the next evidence I want to present for this being a sequel is the existence of Seteth. Seteth was one of the lizard people alongside Lady Rhea. In fact, he was basically her right-hand man. And when the evil witch Lady Rhea is slayed by the omnipotent edelgard, Seteth has two options. Either fight with honor and be slayed by edelgard, or run into hiding like a little bitch. And it appears Seteth has chosen the latter, going into hiding like the Nabatean scum he is, going all the way to another continent, and even dyeing his hair and shaving his beard for disguise, which is further backed up by the screenshot where he says that he dyed his hair out of necessary circumstances. The necessary circumstances being that he is a scared little bitch boy that knows what he did and knows that he fucks around, he is going to find out again in a major way. But the final nail in the coffin, the actual proof that Fortune's Weave is 100% a confirmed sequel, is Chinese Edelgard. Chinese Edelgard ends this debate, and honestly, Chinese Edelgard herself is the only evidence you need to conclude sequel. Chinese Edelgard is omnipotent and omniscient. Once I saw Chinese Edelgard, I completely made up my mind, and nothing can convince me it's not a sequel anymore. Because Chinese Edelgard exists, now every piece of evidence has to be interpreted in accordance with Chinese Edelgard. What I mean by this is that even if there's exists strong evidence suggesting Fortune's Weave is a prequel, which honestly I've yet to find any, so let's just make one up. Let's say hypothetically a new trailer comes out and the evil witch Lady Rhea shows up in it. For stupid people, such a trailer would confirm prequel. For lesser minds or midwit, such a trailer would make you question things. But for higher level thinkers, such a trailer wouldn't matter because Chinese Edelgard exists and is real. So now that I've adequately gone over how a Chinese Edelgard ends the debate, I will now explain why Chinese Edelgard ends the debate. Early access gameplay of Fortune's Weave showcased this never-before-seen white-presenting Chinese emblem. Then, on August 11th of 2026, the VA confirmed that this emblem's name is Huanghua. And the thing is, this name translates to Crimson Flower, which is the name of Edelgard's route in Three Houses. Given this, and how Huanghua dresses like Edelgard, like with the cape and stuff, they are connected majorly. If we assume the game is a prequel, well then Huanghua is Edelgard's ancestor, but this falls apart immediately with minimal thinking. For a prequel, Fortune's Weave must take place after the War of Heroes because reasons, and then it also must be before Three Houses by definition. And actually, it has to be a good bit after the War of Heroes for the relics to be established, so we're looking at around 300 to 600 years before Three Houses. And this is just absolutely not enough time for a Chinese woman to turn into a white woman. That is just not how biology works. So the game's obviously a sequel. However, even with it being a sequel, I don't think these two are even related in the first place because, well, they look nothing alike. One of them is Chinese and the other one is a white woman. Also, Huanghua has no crest, which if she was offspring to Edelgard, she likely would have a crest. Quick proof for this, in the combat screen you'll see crests marked here, and in the early access gameplay we don't see a crest on Huanghua. Basically, what is going on here is Edelgard is a gay white woman that is objectively the best leader with the smartest ideals because she is gay. She has lesbian relations with Byleth. Edelgard is a short white woman that is gay. She is gay and she also won the video game and she adopted Chinese kids to turn the Adrestian Empire Chinese because China is the future, and that is just obvious to anyone paying attention. Like TikTok has one social media, Chinese video games make the most money. Even my content is auto-dubbed on Chinese YouTube. 就好像他们坐在东京的高层办公室里喝着 Philz 咖啡，调出你的玩家数据分析，看着你4位数的10来。And the omnipotent Edelgard realized that not only is the future being gay, but the future is being gay in Chinese. Therefore, she adopted Chinese children to make her heritage Chinese. So Chinese Edelgard is the future, and also, oh my god, she has a gun. How do people actually think this game is a prequel? It really is blowing my mind.
for all!